Today we are going to start our new chapter, skeleton, movement and locomotion. So in this chapter we are going to start with what is skeleton and why we need it. Skeleton is actually a structure which is present inside our body. It gives support and shape to our body, which means it is acting as a framework in our body. Second one is it protects our internal delicate vital organs. We have sensitive organs like heart, lungs, brain. All are protected by our skull, such as skull protect brain. Then we have third one, it helps in the movement of our body. We need to move, we need to locomote from one place to another. With the help of skeleton, we can do it easily. Fourth one is the bones and joints present inside our body. They act as liver. As you people already read in physics, liver makes our work easier. You people have read first, second, third class livers. So same way, bones are acting as liver. Here we have an example, swinging of arm while bowling that increases the speed of ball. Boys are very well aware of this in cricket. Then we have fifth point. Bones help in the formation of blood cells. Blood cells like white blood cells, red blood cells, these are produced within the bones. These are formed in the long bones of our body. Last one, bones are also the storehouse of minerals like calcium and phosphorus. So these minerals are getting stored in the bones. Then we have component of skeleton. First component is bone. Bone is actually the hardest part of our skeleton, right? It is non-flexible, it is tough, it is made up of organic and inorganic substances. That inorganic substances, calcium and phosphorus. Then second component is cartilage. This is also giving shape to our body, but this is not hard as bone, this is flexible. So as we know that tip of our nose, or you can say your outer ear, these are flexible structure. They don't have bone inside it, they have cartilage. This is the reason you can easily bend the tip of your nose or you can bend your ear. Third one is ligament. Ligament is a connective tissue which actually connects two bones together. That means in a joint, ligament is present which actually attach two bones together. Next we have classification of bones. Now we have to look at the types of bones. Here we have number one, long bones, then we have short bones, then flat bones, and last one, irregular bones. So look at the diagram at first, long bones. You can see here a long bone is given. So such bone can be present in your leg or arm. So these bones, the longest portion of this bone is known as shaft, and the ends, which are somewhat knob-like structure. Okay, inside that structure, those are spongy. You have already observed what is a sponge. It is having some porous structure inside. It is having pores inside it. Same way, the ends of long bones inside of it, they are porous. Long bones are actually have a canal inside it that we will discuss later. Now move to second part, short bones. Short bones are small bones and from inside they are spongy, they are porous. So these bones are present in our wrist or in your ankle. Third one is flat bones. Flat bones are actually compact bones. That means from inside they are not spongy, they are solid from inside, and they are usually present on the both side of spongy bone. Here you can see in flat bone, skull is given, the portion which is red here, the upper portion of skull. So this is actually formed of flat bones. Last one is irregular bone. Irregular bones may vary in shape, may vary in size. It could be compact from inside, it could be spongy from inside. That means the inside of that bone could be solid and could be porous, could be spongy. Look here in this diagram, in this skull, the facial bone, the bones which actually makes the face, Those are known as facial bones. So these bones are actually of irregular type. Fine. Next topic is structure of bone. If we talk about the structure of bone, actually internally bone is actually made up of bone cells which are known as osteocyte. This is very important. Osteocytes are bone forming cell. Sometimes osteoblast is also given in your books. Both mean same. Okay, look at the internal structure of bone here in the picture. You can see rings here. These rings are actually concentric rings, ring within a ring. The pink structure here labeled as osteocytes, these are bone cells. So these are arranged in rings. So this we can discuss in chapter tissue. Now let's talk about the external structure. In biology, when we are discussing about living structures, organ systems, whatever we are dealing with, every structure is covered by a membrane. That means there is something outer covering and it is having a name and you have to memorize that. So when we are reading here bone, that outer covering is known as periosteum. Now move to the internal structure of long bones. Inside every long bone there is a cavity. As I told you earlier, the long bone is having a canal inside it. That cavity is known as marrow cavity, and always it is filled with some liquid, with some fluid substance. That substance is known as bone marrow. We are having two type of bone marrows. One is red bone marrow, second is yellow bone marrow. These are quite important topic. Red bone marrow. Okay, first I'll discuss its presence, where it is present, where it is formed. Then I'll discuss its function. Red bone marrow is present in the knobs of the long bone, and yellow bone marrow is present in the shaft of the long bone. For the labeling of long bone, you have to look at your book. Okay, red bone marrow help in the formation of RBCs, red blood cells, and yellow bone marrow help in the formation of white blood cells, WBCs. Next topic. Now we have to discuss the different type of skeleton system present inside our body. We have already discussed what are bones, how many types are there, but now it's time to discuss how many type of skeleton systems are there. Depending upon their position, where they are located, we have two type of skeleton system. One is known as axial skeleton, second is known as appendicular skeleton. In simple term, axial skeleton means the skeletal system which is present in the center of the body. For instance, for example, skull, this is the center of your body. Rib cage, vertebral column, this is the center of your body, right? And if we talk about appendicular skeleton, appendicular word comes from appendage. Appendage means something attached extra. So in our body, the things which are attached, we have limbs, arms and legs are attached. So those bones which are present in legs and arms, they form appendicular skeleton. Here you are going to discuss about leg bones, arm bones, and the structure which join them. We have shoulders, we have hips. So all we are covering this structure inside this type of skeleton system.